Fans, it's Joe Bowling here with Rio Sports Live. Want to make sure you catch all the games right here on Rio Sports, and we're broadcasting on several platforms, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Roku Television, on Apple TV, and on the website, riosportslive.com. It's all the sporting action you can ever want, and it's right here on Rio Sports. Snap. Rolls right-hand side, got a man wide open. It's caught. 15. How about this? 10-5 on fourth down. Touchdown, Greyhound.
Brilliant call.
We are Mackay. We are Mackay.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen. Valley TV's public broadcast platform is TV that works for you. Every hour, thousands see your message Valley-wide. Our viewers enjoy entertaining and educational content along with upcoming events 24 hours a day. Your favorite places are what makes Valley TV possible. These networks come together in a big way, creating the Valley's largest public network that reaches the audience you're looking for. Denny's is one of America's favorite restaurants, serving thousands in your target market 24 hours a day. Popular host locations include grocery stores, high-end showrooms, retail chains. With new locations joining the Valley TV family, your audience continues to grow. Bingo halls, coffee houses, bowling alleys, barber shops, all the places you want to be, you'll find Valley TV. From South Padre Island to Brownsville to McAllen and beyond, Valley TV and Rio Sports Live has you covered. Together, Rio Sports Live and Valley TV reach millions of viewers in home and on the go. Supporting nonprofits and worthy causes are critically important to families here in the Valley. We'll continue to help support these efforts through extended coverage and awareness campaigns. Together, we can make a difference. Business owners, get your message out, whether it's on the platforms of Valley TV and Rio Sports Live combined. That means you get exposure 24 hours a day throughout the year and during live broadcasts at an affordable price just for you. You can't do better than this. We've got great numbers. They're growing every day across the Rio Grande Valley, into Corpus Christi, into Laredo, into South San Antonio. Your business, not as a sponsor, but as an advertiser, getting direct results. Again, it's Rio Sports Live and Valley TV, a great team bringing you great coverage.
And Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
It's a beautiful day for football. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Samson Memorial Stadium in Brownsville. Mario Medrano alongside Eric Medrano for RioSportsLive.com on this beautiful Friday night in the Rio Grande Valley. We got a good game tonight, a good matchup here, Eric.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great energy here at Samson Memorial Stadium on as you said, beautiful weather for Friday night football. And as the season is getting closer to an end, it's the high energy and high octane offenses tonight, and it's going to be a big matchup between the two Brownsville schools.
No question about it. Here come the Chargers, Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers to the field. Pace is already on the sidelines with the captains on the field. Well, a matchup for fighting really for second and the third place spots here. And we'll talk about the standings as we go along throughout the game. We got the Brownsville Pace Vikings coming with a record of 6-2, 6-1 in district play. Of course, we're talking about a District 16 5A Division 1. All kinds of playoff implications and who's going to take what seeding, and that's what it's all about. Also, the Brownsville Veteran, the Chargers coming with a record of 6-2 in the season, 5-2 in district play. So you're talking about the number 2 team against the number 3 team, and all kinds of seeding implications here tonight, Eric.
Yeah, definitely. And we still just got this week and one more week of football in the regular season, and both teams are looking to build on that. Both teams disappointed with losses last week, and both teams looking to bounce back and get some momentum going into playoffs.
No question about it. Well, the battle seems to be for the defense for the Pace Vikings has been playing pretty well. I mean, of course, last week going against the number 1 team in district, the Mission Veterans Patriots. Of course, that team is going to put a lot of yards on any team. But defensively, Pace has got a good defense. They got the number 1 forward defense in district play, allowing 275 yards in district play, going against one of the pretty good offense in the Chargers.
Yeah, one of the bigger offenses in the District 16 5A Division 1, averaging 339 yards per game, number 3 in the district. And it's a high-octane offense led by Liam Longoria and Elijah Maston, and, a trio of running backs that contribute as well.
Yeah, the Pace offense doesn't get a lot of credit, but I tell you what, I was pretty impressed, pretty surprised with their offense. They actually kept them in the game last week against the Patriots, so they had a good output last week, and I was pretty impressed with the Pace Viking offense last week. So they're going to have an overall effort tonight in order to compete here tonight, but I believe it's anybody's ballgame.
Yeah, it's up for grabs tonight as both teams are very parallel. And you're talking about as you were saying, Brownsville Pace, and led by a sophomore quarterback who we've seen in Jose Banda emerge throughout the season and just grow before our eyes. And last year, he did a good job, despite the loss, leading his team and, bringing out that passing game last week.
It should be an interesting. We're just about ready. Mario Medrano on the call here alongside Eric Medrano from Samson Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Welcome aboard. We're about ready to get going. Veterans will receive going from left to right on your screen. Here we go. We're underway. Here, high end, over end kick will be taken at about the 5-yard line for the Chargers. Trying to make a little fake reverse. They're going to keep it coming out to the right side. Got a little bit of daylight. All the way down, tackle at about the 25-yard line. That's Elijah Meston on the return.
Yeah, right there, Elijah Maston faking the reverse to Eric Sosa and then calling his own number there. It seemed like it was working initially, but nice coverage there from Brownsville Pace.
RioSportsLive.com in the house here tonight. And I want to remind you, it's also, as per UIL regulations, only audio at this time during the live broadcast. 1 hour after the game, we'll go ahead and add the video. So we certainly appreciate you listening wherever you may be tonight. Welcome aboard. RioSportsLive.com in the house. Here we go. Spread formation for the Chargers. Ball resting at the 25-yard line, first and 10. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff straight up the middle to the running back to the 30, to about the 36-yard line. Nice little run. Nice little play by number Jose Moreno. Have him done as a freshman running back, Jose Moreno. Got the call this time around, and a nice little play, like a little trap play on the right side. Pick up about 7 yards. That's going to pick up a 2nd and 3 for the Chargers. Quarterback Liam Longoria brings him up to the line. Here's a snap. Handoff is to the left side this time around. Once again, well played this time around by Pace. There's a flag on the play. Omar Plata came across the D line and made the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, right there, Plata just blew up the offensive line and got some penetration and met the freshman in the backfield.
Here's a call. There's a face mask against Pace. That's not going to help.
Yeah, we didn't see it live, but I guess maybe there was a bit of a hand to the face there and pulled the tug on the face mask there. So it's unfortunate for Pace here. It's going to be a bonus here for Brownsville veterans.
Veterans get the break on the call, a little face mask. That's going to give an automatic first down. Well, actually, it's a big one. It's not an inadvertent mask. It's a big one. They're going to walk off 15 yards against the Vikings. Placing the ball at about the 47, 48-yard line. Quickly to the line, spread formation for the Chargers. Liam Longoria, the quarterback, calling the signals. Here's a snap, looking to pass. Fires the ball on a screen. Receiver screen to the right side to Meston. On the right side, caught. Going forward for about a 3-yard gain on the play across midfield to the 48-yard line on the Pace Vikings side of the football field.
Yeah, it's a pitch and catch to Elijah Maston, and it's a bubble screen there. And right there, we got to see the defense and the speed that they have in the outside with the secondary there, and they just swarmed to the ball there, and not much of a gain.
The Veterans Memorial Chargers coming in on the offensive side of the ball, averaging 339 yards per game, number 3 in district play, as you said earlier. Spread formation, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, 1 man in the backfield for Longoria. Here's a snap, fumbles the ball going back all the way 40, picks it up, rolling out to the left side, looking to throw the ball. Here comes the pressure. He's going to be tackled back at the 45-yard line. Good pressure by the Vikings. There's that defense making its presence felt.
Yeah, and Jose Salinas eventually bringing him down there, and Longoria did a good job of picking up the ball, but went straight through his hands from the snap, and it was just a blown-up play there, and good job of pursuing there from the defense and not allowing Liam Longoria to scramble for any positive yardage.
He kept him in check, kept him back there. That's a third and about 12, back on their own 45, 46-yard line, third and about 12 for the Chargers. Empty backfield. Here we go, empty backfield this time around. 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left for Liam Longoria, the quarterback. Third and long. Here's a snap, rolling out to the right side, the lefty, looking down the field. He's going to be mad at the 40-yard line. Here comes the pressure. He's going to be sacked way back at the 37-yard line. Good defense by Pace. That would be number 33, Jose Salinas, the senior linebacker for the Vikings, making the tackle.
Yeah, and Salinas, I saw him watching him the whole way from the linebacker position. He does a good job of containing Liam Longoria and does not allow him to get to the outside, and just meets him in the backfield there. And he had a man open. He had Maldonado up the middle, but, with not enough time to release it there, big sack there for Brownsville Pace.
Setting up to punt. Here's a flag on the punt. Might be no, it's a movement. There's 10 seconds on the clock. Not sure what the call is. Somebody moved. Yeah. That's going to go against the Chargers. Some movement on the line, so they're going to walk him back an extra 5 yards. Setting up for the punt. Here's a punt formation. Here's a snap a little high. And line drive punt on the little ground ball. All the way back to the 30, to the 20, rolling back all the way down to about the 16-yard line. Number doing the honors. See if we can get you a number on the punter.
I believe that was number 9, Sebastian Salazar. He's listed here as a linebacker, but it looked like he got that punt off on that one. It was a line drive, just took a big bounce there for Brownsville veterans. It didn't look very good, but it ended up working out for him there. Now they got them pinned all the way about the 16-yard line, 17-yard line.
So the Vikings will take over. They got it 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line. Spread formation. Here comes the sophomore quarterback for the Vikings, Jose Banda. Little swing pass to the right side of the formation. Out of the backfield. Breaks a tackle to Brendan Zapata.
Yeah, I like the idea there right away to roll Zapata, the senior running back there, who's really led this team throughout the year. And right there, Banda just gets him on a swing route out of the backfield. But great pursuit there from Brownsville veterans and doesn't allow him to get any yardage there.
That's going to bring up maybe a half a yard gain, if anything. Second and about 9.5, let's call it. Let's see, go tight formation this time around. A little bit of a spread. 3 receivers on the right, spread out of the formation. Here's a handoff straight up the middle. Zapata gets to the outside. He's got a little bit of a daylight across the 20 to about the 25. Still pulling forward. He's got a man on his back.
Well,
nice run on the play.
Yeah, great run there from Zapata. And, he started off the season at quarterback, and now he's transitioned as a running back. And that's just senior leadership, getting into any position that they need him. And right there, he does a good job of bouncing to the outside. And we've seen that all year long. And he has the vision to find holes on the outside and the breakaway speed as well. So nice gain there for a first down.
Big first down for Pace Vikings. Making the tackle that time was number 27, Tony Medrano, for the Chargers. Quickly to the line of the spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Here's a snap. Handoff is straight up the middle. No gain on the play. Good defense that timer.
Yeah, that time they go to Zapata up the middle in a simple run play, and it's just eaten up completely by this defensive line for Brownsville veterans, and did a good job of penetrating there.
Good stop. Lost a yard on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. That's what the marker reads. We're underway. First quarter action, no score in the ballgame from Brownsville, Texas. On this audio version only, due to UIL regulation, realsportslive.com, we can only bring you audio at this time, so we're trying to give you the best radio broadcast we can do. Here we go. Here's a snap. Rolling out, looking to pass. Fires the ball on the right side. Just a little bit too long. He was looking for number 4 going up the field. Jalen Garcia, the junior wide receiver, going up the field. Had a step on the defender. Just the ball was a little too long.
Yeah, right there, Jose Banda, kind of just had a little bit of pressure in his face and released it a bit too early than he wanted to. But, yeah, Jalen Garcia running a good route there, a fade route, just getting a step past his man, and that would have been a nice completion there for Brownsville Pace.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 11. Spread formation, trips right this time around. 1 man in the backfield for the Vikings. 3rd and long. Here's a snap. Quarterback draw, going up the middle. He's tripped. There's a flag on the play. His shoe came off. Broke a tackle, a little shake and bake on the quarterback draw by Jose Banda, the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, on 3rd and long there, they elect to go with the quarterback draw, and Jose Banda throughout the season has shown that he's a very powerful runner, and he has the elusiveness to get past a couple of defenders. But right there, Brownsville veteran was bringing a blitz, a 6-man blitz there, and it was just a bit overwhelming for this offensive line, and not much yardage there for Brownsville Pace.
Referee's calling for a timeout. One of the big boys for the front of the line, one of the linemen for Pace is down. Was started to walk at the field under his own power, but eventually went down. So referee's going to take a timeout. Once again, we want to welcome you. 6 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first quarter. No score in the ballgame from Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, between the Pace Vikings and the Brownsville Veterans Chargers. Let's take a break. We'll be back after these messages.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, number 1.
Okay, we're back at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. There was a penalty on the play as well. That's going to go against Pace. That's going to be declined by the Chargers, so that's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 11 punting situation for Pace. Set up to punt out of his own 18-yard line. Here's a snap, and here's the punt. Short punt. Bouncing at about the 39-yard line. Is going to be picked up by the Chargers. Going up the right side, picking up the Angels. Still going across midfield. On the return for the Chargers was Eric Sosa, one of the senior defensive backs. Good return.
Yeah, good job there from Sosa to get a nice gain of about 10 to 15 yards on the return. And, Pace was punting it to the right side of the field, and so he saw the open space on this side of the field and just decided to take it. A nice gain there. That's
the problem with the line drive kick. You don't give enough time for their coverage team to get downfield. And there was only 1 man on the coverage, and he took advantage of it. That man on the coverage took it the wrong angle, so he just took it to the right and outran and got good gain all the way down to midfield, right at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Here's a snap. Longoria fires the ball to the left side, completed at the 48-yard line. He's going to be tackled. Short gain on the play across to the 48-yard line on the Pace side of the football field. Short gain on the play.
Yeah, it was just a simple curl route, a quick route for Elijah Maston. And I like the play call there because you're trying to get Elijah Maston, one of your big playmakers, involved in the game. And it's the same as a run play there, and it's a nice game for 3 or 4 yards.
3 yards on the play, actually. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Ball resting at the 47-yard line on the Pace side of the football field. Chargers going from left to right here from the home side, rolling out to the right side. Longoria, here's the pressure. He's going to stop to change direction. He's going to the left side. Fire the ball long. Oh, knocked out. Oh, he had a receiver up on the left side. Great defensive play by the Vikings to knock it away. Good play.
Yeah, and that was the corner, Matthew Garza, the junior defensive back for the Pace Vikings. And, it's a very tough thing to do is defend, as the play was designed to go to the right, but Elijah Maston showing his elusiveness and scrambling to the opposite end of the field and nearly finding his man. But if it wasn't for that paw of Matthew Garza getting a hand in there, good job defensively there from the cornerback.
Yeah, quarterback Liam Longoria doing a good job keeping the play alive. Here we go. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, ball at the 47-yard line on the Pace side of the football field. Empty backfield for the Chargers. Flag on the play. They might have taken too long. There's zeros on the clock. Here's the call. Delay of game against the Chargers, and those are some of the things you shouldn't be seeing this time of the year. Actually, we can expect it to see that early in the year. We talked about that, Eric, but this time of the year, you normally don't want to see those calls.
Yeah, you'd expect that to be cleaned up before the playoffs come around.
Here we go, 3rd and about 12 now for the Chargers. Empty backfield. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. Liam Longoria just a little bit too high. Had a man going on a post pattern right in the middle of the field. That was Maston going across the middle of the field. Had him open, just misfire a little bit too high.
Yeah, and defended there was Hector Salazar, the free safety, and Liam Longoria just rifling it in there. But it was just a bit too high for Elijah Maston. And as you mentioned, it was a post pattern, wide open up the middle. The only defender there was Salazar, and it's unfortunate there for Brownsville Veterans Memorial.
Number 27 back to punt, Tony Medrano. Punt formation for the Chargers. Here's the snap. And here's the punt. Aiming to the right side of the field, bouncing at about the 20, all the way back to the 15, to about the 14.5-yard line. That's where they're going to down it. So that's where the Pace Vikings will take over. They will have a 1st and 10 starting at that point. No score in the ballgame. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. No score in the ballgame between Pace Vikings and Brownsville Veterans Chargers. No score in the ballgame.
Yeah, I was going to, Tony Medrano there, the punter, and they're doing that Australian League punt nowadays. And, I'm old school. I grew up with the simple, 1-2 drop or whatever. But right there, it worked out good. They bought some time and pinned them here at the 20-yard line. Yeah,
the problem with that, you got to keep an eye on those linemen going down too far down the field. That could be an illegal down spread formation for the Vikings. 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line. Handoff up the middle, short gain on the play. Not much going there. The ball carrier was Brendan Zapata, the senior running back.
Yeah, good job defensively there, and they run the zone read, and this time it's handed off to Zapata up the middle, and the defensive end for Brownsville Veterans does a good job of just crashing down there. And when you do that, he still has his responsibility with the quarterback, but he does a good job of helping out his teammates and tackling Zapata down there.
This time they're going to huddle up. Something different that you normally don't see out of this fast tempo offense is actually huddled to call the play. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Spread formation, read play. Once again, he's going to keep it up the middle. Good yard to the 25-yard line. Tackle kind of high. Pace was looking for a flag. No flag on the play. Quarterback read play goes up the middle. Nice little gain on the play, close to a 1st down.
Yeah, nice backside pursuit there from number 42, Paul Barrera, the senior linebacker, pursuing there. And right there you got a little glimpse of Banda and his ability. He sees the cutback lane there and just had an opening there. If he gets past that tackle, he could have gone for some big yardage there, but a nice play defensively nonetheless.
Brownsville Pace coming in averaging offensively 280.9 yards per game. That's number 7 in district play. Trying to get some offense. Here we go. Tight formation this time around. There was a movement. Quarterback keeper out the middle, diving forward. He's met hard on the line, still trying to spin around, pushing the pile. Forward progress has been made, and I think he's close to a 1st down. See the line judge marking the ball at about the 26-yard line. That should be good for a first down, and there's the signal. First down.
Yeah, and that's a credit to the sophomore Banda there. Just a second effort, not giving up after initial contact and just keeping his legs moving. And, boy, I'll tell you, Mario, this defense is relentless. They just came after swarm after swarm, and it's just, both of these teams going hard tonight.
Clock continues to run. 3:54. No score in the ball game between Pace and Brownsville Veterans. No score. Spread formation. Here's the handoff. Quarterback Reed. He's going to keep it up the middle, going to the right side, little right gap. Exploded for a couple of yards on the play. Sophomore quarterback Banda.
Yeah, Banda on the read play there, and he calls his own number. And he follows his offensive line there. And it seems like Brownsville Pace is trying to establish the run here with Banda and Zapata. And I don't blame him with this big offensive line, just trying to open up some holes. And I don't think I've seen a bigger offensive line in the Valley so far.
There's some big boys up there, and that's what they were banking on starting the year. It was well documented that the strength of this football team was going to be the offensive line for Pace. Spread formation, movement, receiver down on the bottom of the screen moves. That's going to go against Pace. So that's going to be 5 yards back. False start against one of the receivers. And again, Eric, this time of the year, you don't expect to see the receiver should just be looking into the ball. Ball moves, you move. Simple as that. And that's what they teach to the receivers.
Yeah, definitely, and it's something that can kill momentum. And high school football is all about momentum. So right there, you're trying to build and sustain a drive, and you don't want those penalties at that time.
So now instead of facing a 2nd and 8, you're facing a 2nd and 13. Much difficult to make a first down. Here we go. Sophomore quarterback calling the signals. Here's the snap, looking for a pass. Fires the ball over the top. Looks nice. Flag on the play. Pass intended for, he was looking for Dylan Barron, the junior running back. All kinds of contact back at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, he was trying to find Barron, and he was kind of doing a wheel route there, and he had the defender right on him. Good, seemed to be good defensive work there, but the officials feel like there was a bit too much there.
Yeah, I think here's the call. I think when the running back was stopped a little bit to wait for the ball, there was some contact. The defender ran into him, and that's the reason. Very minimal contact, but nevertheless, there was contact there. So it's a big automatic 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They're on the move, trying to get something going. No score in the ball game. First quarter action from Samson Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. 3:01 left in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. Here we go. Out of a shotgun formation this time around. Men in motion to the left side. Going from right to left here at Sam's Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Here's a snap. Quarterback fires the ball to the right side. Caught, drop, had him in the hands, right at about the 49-yard line. He had the receiver right in the numbers. He just dropped it.
Yeah, the pass to Banda was intended to Elijah Solis there, who runs a comeback route. And, we've seen him throughout the year. He's a big target for Pace, and there's a nice chemistry there. And he runs a good, crisp route, but just unable to come up with the catch after it initially looked like he had it.
And for most of the time, the indication is you want to run without the ball. And I think he tried to turn and run without the ball, and that's a common mistake by some of the receivers. First, 2nd and 10. Handoff off the middle, bounce it to the left side across the 40. Here's Zapata to about the 43, 44-yard line. Short gain on the play.
Yeah, and on the tackle there is the free safety, Tony Medrano, and it's a physical matchup there with the running back, Christian Zapata, with the pulling guard. He just follows his guard and then bounces it to the outside as we're looking at the replay here, and falls forward for a good gain there on 2nd down.
It almost looks like Tony Medrano. He's every time the ball, whichever the ball goes, he seems to be there meeting the ball carrier, right at about the line of scrimmage. Here we go, 3rd and 5 for Pace. Ball resting at the 44-yard line. Spread formation this time around. 2 receivers to the left side. Quarterback calling the signals. Quarterback read plays. Got a little bit of daylight. Across the 50. Pushing forward. Pace still going to about the 45-yard line on the Brownsville Veterans side of the football field. And a big first down.
Yeah, great play there on 3rd down to get the first down. And right there, Banda calls his own number. And it's a design quarterback run. And you can tell because the guard pulls to the left side and opens up a big hole. And Banda just does a little extra there and shifts past the free safety for a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, this offensive line is starting to open up some big holes there. Big run. They're starting to establish themselves here towards the end of the first quarter. No score in the ball game. 1st and 10, ball resting at the 45-yard line on Charger territory. Spread formation, option play. That's a fumble. Picked up on the hop by Zapata. Gets rid of a defender. Just pushes him around, pushing the pile. Breaking tackles all the way down to about the 32-yard line. Beautiful, tough run by Brendan Zapata, the senior running back.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't say, so many positive things about this young man because he's done an exceptional job throughout the season, and especially emerging late in the year as a senior leader there and just showing you what it means to the young man and powering past the defender and then getting that extra yardage, taking it all for a first down there.
Pace Vikings on the move. They got a 1st and 10 at the Charger 31-yard line. Clock continues to run. 1 minute, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. Spread formation. Here's a snap. Handoff straight up the middle to Zapata. Once again, he's got about a four-yard gain on the play. He made several defenders for the Chargers.
Yeah, and as this drive continues to go, Zapata, emerging as a big runner, and he's got a nice frame on him, so he's a tough guy to bring down, and it seems to be wearing down the defense here. Let's see, a lot of times as a defense you bend, but you don't break, and that's what Brownsville Veterans is looking to do here.
On the tackle, I believe was number 40, Gabriel Aleman, sophomore middle linebacker for the Chargers. Not before Zapata gets 5 yards. That's going to bring up a 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Ball resting at the 27-yard line. Pace Vikings are on the move. Tight formation, shotgun formation, 2 receivers right. Here's the quarterback keeper this time around, trying to go up the middle, diving for maybe a yard gain on the play. Well played this time defensively by the Chargers.
Yeah, on the tackle there is Oscar Platas, the defensive lineman there, and when it's going, the play's going away from you, it's you're expected to hustle there, and he does an exceptional job of pursuing him from the backside, and he ends up catching Banda from the back, and it's a good job defensively. And not to allow him to get that first down.
And that's going to do it. That's the end of the first quarter from Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. No score in the ball game between the Pace Viking and the Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers. Let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
And we're back at Sam Stadium in Brownsville. We're going to switch sides. We got the Pace Vikings going now from left to right here. Ball resting at the 25-yard line. They got a 3rd and about 3. Here we go. Spread formation for Pace. Fakes the handle. Fires the ball on the left side. Looking for a receiver. Incomplete. Ball, they were trying to surprise the Charger defense. Going on a pass. They've been running the ball, and at a 3rd and 4, they go for all the marbles. It looked promising, just incomplete that time.
Yeah, Banda and the Pace Vikings show the zone read initially, and it becomes a play-action pass there, and it's a simple fade route from the from the slot receiver, and it's just incomplete, thrown a bit behind him, and he's unable to adjust there, and it falls to the ground for an incompletion.
And I think at that point when you call a pass, you're already committed to what you're going to do in this play. Obviously, no field goal. They're going for it. 4th down, forward ball resting at the 25-yard line on Charger territory. Here you go, tight formation, shotgun. Here's a snap, looking to pass. Quarterback is going to keep it, cuts it across. He's got the first down and more. He may go all the way, cuts it across. Here's the quarterback, Banda. Touchdown.
Boy, what a play there from Banda, just taking it to the house after eluding a couple of defenders up the middle, and it was a pass play all the way, but it was pretty much stuffed there from the secondary, just contesting those receivers, so Banda decides to call his own number. As we see the replay here, those 2 receivers are completely jammed, and he decides to call his own number, gets past the linebacker core, then it's the secondary, and he has nice awareness to just juke him to the outside, and nice touchdown there from Brownsville Pace.
Great run by the quarterback, setting up for the extra point by the Pace Viking. Here's a snap, and here's a kick. And the kick, it's good. On the extra point, Jonathan Perez, senior kicker for the Vikings, he's going to be good. So With 11:45 left in the second quarter from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, the Vikings strike first, so they lead 7-0. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
And we're back getting ready for kickoff time by the Pace Vikings. Jonathan Perez doing the honors, senior kicker for Pace. They're up on top. 11:45 left in the second quarter from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. They strike first here. They get some points on the board. We knew it was going to be a close game, Eric, and so far so good.
Yeah, it's been a hard-fought first quarter here in Sam's Memorial Stadium. Both teams giving it their all.
Elijah Meston back to receive for the Chargers. Here's the kick. Short kick to about the 14 bounces. Picked up by Meston. Trying to go left. No way. He's tackled back at about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, nice pursuit there from the special teams. And on the tackle for Brownsville Pace is number 11, Darren Jones. A big play there, open field tackle on Eric Sosa. And they're going to get started at around the 11-yard line.
There's a flag on the play on the left side. See what the call is. Boy, oh boy, you're back at your own 11, 12-yard line, and add insult to injury. That's going to push him back even farther back to about the 6-yard line, half the distance of the field. Boy, good opportunity for Pace to pin him back there. If you're Pace, that's what you want to do. I mean, you got your defense on the field.
Yeah, and Pace throughout the season has a very strong defense, and they've been known to create some turnovers. So right here, it's a good opportunity there for to put some pressure on Brownsville veterans, leading here 7-0, and having to make them go the length of the field. It's going to be a difficult task here for Brownsville veterans, but let's see how they respond here to that touchdown.
Here come the Chargers to the field, 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line. Handoff is to the right side. He's got some room. He's tackled at about the 11-yard line. Nice little run straight up the field. That's the freshman running back, Jose Moreno, the ball carrier.
Yeah, nice gain there on first down. And, we're talking about the offensive line for Brownsville Pace. Well, right here, Brownsville Veterans creates a big hole there for Moreno, and it's a nice gain there on first down.
And surprisingly here, and it's good to talk about here, since we see that calling the freshman running back, of course, their main, one of their top running back has been out with an injury for a number of games now. And, boy, he was playing really good. Number 8, Mauricio Garza, he's not available. And they're hoping to get him back. They got a timeout here on the field right now. They're hoping to get him back, Eric. We saw this young man playing a couple of times here early in the year. He would look very explosive. He looked like he was going to put some great numbers throughout the year. Unfortunately, he had an injury, and so he's been out for about 4 or 5 games. And, the conversation, the talk is that he might get back here in a couple more weeks if they can make the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's if he is able to return, it would be a big contribution for this offense. And, yeah, you mentioned the young man, Mauricio Garza. It's been a big miss for this Veterans Memorial Chargers. But, man, that kid's got the speed to, the burners to take it to the house on any play. He's like one of those track players. And, yeah, it's a big miss. But hopefully he'll be back. And these Veterans Memorial Chargers look poised to make it to the playoffs, and he can contribute at that point.
But can you imagine for this young man, Jose Moreno, is a freshman running back. We have him as a freshman on the roster. Man, this has got to be unbelievable, man. All right, here we go. Liam Longoria, the junior quarterback, calling the signals out of the spread formation. Here's a snap. Handoff is to the right side. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. Hit hard right at the line, pushing him backwards.
Yeah, and it seems like this Brownsville Pace defense was listening to us, because right there they just stuffed him in the backfield, did not allow him to get anywhere after getting great penetration there on the defensive line. And it's a loss there, and it brings up a tricky third down here.
3rd and 5. Ball resting at the 11-yard line. He quickly to the line are the Chargers. They're trying to move the chains, create some offense. Rolling out to the left side. His quarterback fires the ball to lefty, completed to about the 20-yard line. Nice pitch and catch, looking for probably his favorite receiver, Elijah Maston, and a big first down.
Yeah, this time Brownsville Veterans rolls out Liam Longoria to his preferable side. They're on his left side. His throwing arm is southpaw, and he finds Elijah Maston on a 10 and out, and it's perfectly executed there. And nice catch there from Elijah Maston on the sideline.
Big execution, quickly to the line out of the shotgun formation. Freshman running back is in the backfield behind the quarterback Longoria. Handoff, he gets the handle. The big hole up the middle, trying to cut it across. That close quickly. Boy, it looked like there was a big hole there for a second. He hesitated, and that closed quickly by the Pace defense. Sebastian Salazar, the senior linebacker, closed that hole quickly.
Yeah, right there. Salazar, the outside linebacker, does a good job of staying in his area and not over pursuing, and he ends up meeting the freshman in the midfield there, in the middle of the box there, and it's a good job of stuffing it out there for the defensive Brownsville Pace.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9, ball resting at the 21-yard line for the Chargers. Liam Longoria, the quarterback, calling the signals. He's a junior, so he's got another year. Rolling out to the right side, the lefty. He stops, turns direction, now looking to the left. Now he's going to go up the middle, trying to bounce. He meets here comes the defense for Pace. They're going to meet him behind the 20-yard line and tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Wow.
A big sack there for Brownsville Pace, and we've seen all year long, and Liam Longoria has the ability to scramble, and he, as we see the replay here, it's initial play to the right-hand side, and he has 3-man route there, but nothing open, and defensive end gets right in his face. He evades 2 defenders, but a nice job of staying in their lanes for Brownsville Pace, and it takes discipline defensively to just stay in your area, and you can't just be too overly aggressive and go straight to the right side of the field.
Pablo Iracheta helping with the tackle. There's some men down for the Chargers. Medical staff is on the field. He's walking off the field under his own power. Got one more game to go, and this is the time of the year where all those bruises, Eric, all the pains and all those bruises start showing up. For the Vikings, they got one more game. They'd be here at home against Rio Grande City, against the Rattlers from Rio Grande City. For the Chargers, that will be at La Jolla Palm View against the Lobos to close out the season, trying to position themselves for a playoff spot. And the seating, 2-3 seating still open. Here we go quickly to the line on a 3rd and 11. Ball at the 19-yard line. The Chargers calling for the ball. Here's go. Face the snap. Here we go. Fires the ball. Big pass over the middle. A little bit of contact. There's a flag on the play. Looking for the big receiver going down the field. Damian Maldonado. And there's contact over there against the safety. Here comes the flag. Damian Maldonado, the intended receiver. Boy, he's a big kid, man. He's a big receiver. They send him up the field on a post pattern. It just looked like it's inadvertent contact. Some legs just got tangled up. Didn't see him a whole lot, but the flag came out. That's an automatic 1st and 10. Here come the Chargers on a 1st and 10. Ball resting at the 34-yard line. Empty backfield for quarterback Liam Longoria. Longoria calling the signals. Rolling out to the left side. Trying the shovel pass. Keeps it. He's going to keep it across the 40. He's got some daylight all the way to about midfield. Pushed out of bounds. Liam Longoria on the quarterback keeper. He faked the shovel pass and then just turned on the engines. The Jets to the outside. Big gain and a nice run by quarterback Liam Longoria.
Yeah, as you see the replay there, it's a new wrinkle that we haven't seen throughout the season from Brownsville Veterans Memorial, the faking the shovel pass, because they do run that frequently. But this time Liam Longoria calls his own number, and a nice gain there on that to gain the 1st down there.
Ball resting right at midfield and a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Now they got the drive going. Now they're trying to respond to the Viking drive. This is how the Vikings did it. Here we go. Empty backfield for the Chargers. Longoria looking to pass. Looks to the right. Fires the ball. Got a man wide open in the middle of the field. Dropped. Right at the 25-yard line. Had a man wide open. Put it right in the numbers, and the ball was dropped. You can hear the crowd go, wow.
Yeah, and it was right in the hands of Carlos Galindo. But, he's a speedy receiver, and it just looked like his feet just got a little too far ahead of him there because he couldn't get his body adjusted. But it was a empty formation. Liam Longoria just drops back and lets the play develop. It's a credit to the young man just letting the play develop and hits him in stride, but unable to come up with the catch, and that's unfortunate for Veterans.
Here's ready to the line. Here's a snap. Looking to pass again. Liam Longoria. Curl out of the backfield. Caught to about the 40. Pushed out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. That's number 20, number 29 on the catch, Gilbert Garcia.
Yeah, the senior wide receiver, Garcia, just runs an out route there, a 5 and out, and he runs a good route. I was watching him the whole way, and he just bumps his linebacker, the one that's supposed to be covering him, just gets outside leverage and is open on the outskirts, and that's a nice gain there for a first down.
Alan Pettis, the linebacker, making the tackle. Here we go. 1st and 10. The Chargers on the move. Empty backfield for the Chargers. Rolling out to the right side, Liam Longoria fires the ball. Maynard caught at about the 32-yard line to about the 30, pushed out of bounds. Nice pitch and catch, well executed, well defended actually by Pace. Short gain. I mean, there was no yak yards, no yards after the catch, and maybe a couple of yards. That's going to bring up a 2nd and about 2 on the play.
Yeah, and it just seems like Brownsville veterans really challenging this defense on the passing game, and they're coming out in empty formations. I think they might change it up here, but 2 out routes in a row, it's very hard to defend. It's like you said, Mario, they had good coverage there. It's just difficult to defend when you're being stretched out like that.
Well, and I think Pace is playing tough inside, so the Chargers are adjusting, attacking the outside. That's what you do. Here we go, shotgun, looking to pass, fires the ball over the middle, a little bit of a contact, and no play. Receiver running a post pattern right over the middle of the field. They're taking advantage. No safety held back there, and they sent a receiver in a post pattern 1-on-1. There's a little bit of contact. The fans wanted a flag, but the referee says, nope, no contact. Let's play.
Yeah, it looked like it was intended there for number 13, Julio Sanchez for Brownsville veterans, and it was a nice play design. He had a post pattern. He had there's no safety help there, so the corner was all in an island there, and that was Darren Jones defending, which I felt he did a good job. Not getting too physical for the pass interference.
And it was 2nd and 2. It's a good time to take a shot because now you got 3rd and 2. You're in good shape. You got 2 shots to get 2 yards. Here we go. Shotgun formation for the Chargers. Quarterback keeper to the right side. They're gonna a little bit of wildcat that snapped directly to the freshman running back to the right side. No, he didn't make it. He lost probably a yard. That's going to be up a 4th down.
Yeah, and right there, Brownsville Pace just snuffs it out. And, coming out in the wildcat formation, it gives you that extra blocker, an extra, blocker to lead the way. But Brownsville Pace just overpowered those blockers, and with penetration, they brought him down in the backfield, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down here, Mario.
Ball resting at the 31-yard line. Coach trying to decide what he's going to do. Coach David Cantu for the Chargers, 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. Here comes the spread formation. 3 receivers to the left side. Here's a snap. Quarterback Longoria fires on a little curl on the left side. No good. No good. Looking for the tall receiver for Damian Maldonado on the right side. The junior receiver just couldn't hang on to it. Looked like he had a shot at it on the opposite side of the football field. Incomplete. So the ball goes over and downs to the Pace Vikings. And there's that defense again.
Yeah, and that's a credit to this defense, just challenging these receivers at the line of scrimmage. And that was Eric Barrientos. A credit to the young man, the corner there, getting a hand in there. And sometimes when you're, you're outmatched as far as the height there, because it's a big wide receiver to defend, you just got to get a hand in there. And that's the way you're taught as a defender. And he does exactly what he's supposed to do, and just gets a hand there to get the ball on the ground and for an incompletion. A big play there for Brownsville Pace.
Second quarter action, 7-0. Pace Vikings on top, 7. Chargers nothing. Second quarter action from Sam Stadium. 1st and 10. Quarterback read up the middle by quarterback Banda. Keeps it up the middle, maybe about 4 or 5 yard gain on the play.
Yeah, and right there, Brownsville veterans got good penetration. Met him in the backfield, but there you get to see the creativeness from Jose Banda, the sophomore, just getting past 2 defenders. And we talk about yards after catch right there. He gained a couple after the yards after contact, and he gains a couple there.
Ball resting at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pace Vikings to the line. See if we can recognize some of the linemen in a couple of minutes here. Call out their names, those big boys up in the front. Here's a snap. This time he's going to hand it to Zapata on the left side. Here comes the pressure. Good tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss that time. Trying to get to the outside was Brendan Zapata. No way. Good defense by the Chargers.
Yeah, and here in the middle of the second quarter, you can feel the sense of urgency from this Veterans Memorial defense. Being down only 7-0 and seeing the Brownsville Pace defense come up with the big stop. They're looking to get one of their own and just stretch that play out to Zapata and don't allow him to get to the outside. A good job defensively.
Quickly to the line on a 3rd and 7 for the Vikings. Good opportunity for the Chargers to make a stop and get the ball back. Banda calling for the signal, looking to pass. Fires the ball on the left side. Nobody home. Miscommunication with the receiver. There was nobody there on the sideline that time.
Yeah, it looked like Jose Banda, he was trying to get some more time, but he had pressure in his face and had to release it early. But, it seemed like the receiver was supposed to do a comeback route there, but instead did a fade route, and nobody in the area, and that's going to fall for an incompletion, and now it's going to bring up 4th down for Brownsville Pace.
All right, let's see. Good time to make a stop. Got 6 minutes, 2 seconds left in the second quarter. Pace on top, 7-0 from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. They're ready to punt. Here's a snap. And here's the punt by Brendan Zapata this time around. Ball will be picked up back at about the 25-yard line, going up the middle. Spin move, breaks a tackle across the 40 to about the 45-yard run. Nice return by the Chargers.
Yeah, nice return there from Eric Sosa. He picks it up at around the 30-yard line and brings it all the way back to about the 45 after making a great spin move on a defender there. And, to get some extra yardage there for his team. And now they got great field position here, Mario, in the 45-yard line.
Chargers on their own 45-yard line. 5 minutes, 51 seconds. They trail by 7 points. 7-0 the score. The Chargers do have 2 more timeouts before the half. Might as well use him because you can't take him home. All right, 3 receivers on the right side of the spread formation. Longoria calling the signal. Hands off up the middle. Little bit of daylight. It's got some space. He's going up the middle across the 30 to the 20 to all the way tackle at about the 10-yard line, and a big run. Beautiful run that time up the middle. They've been testing the outside plenty of time. This time they go straight up the middle. And that, I believe that's that freshman running back, Jose Moreno. All the way down to about the 11-yard line on a beautiful, sensational run. Just look at the play right there.
Yeah, on the tackle was that's Hector Salazar on the pursuit. If not, he would have taken it to the house. But great run there by Veterans Memorial.
Ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Chargers, knocking on the door. Here's a snap. Handoff straight up the middle. Once again, there's some daylight. All the way down. Do we get a signal? Down to the 1-yard line. Down to the 1-yard line. See if we can get the ball carrier on the... Looks like, I don't know if it was Moreno or looks like Gilbert Garcia, number 29. We apologize. They got the dark black shirt with a red number on it. See if we can get a number for you. 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line for the Chargers. Empty backfield this time around. Quarterback draw going up the middle, diving forward, runs to the wall, breaks it in there, touchdown. Liam Longoria with a touchdown.
Yeah, capping off a huge drive there is Liam Longoria with the quarterback draw up the middle, just following his big offensive line, and it's very hard to defend in the goal line when you got it all spread out there, and he does a good job of finding a hole there on the right side, and that's an impressive drive there from Brownsville Veterans Memorial, capping off what was a 55-yard touchdown drive.
Here we go, sitting out for the extra point for the Chargers. Israel Barron for the kick. Here's a snap, and here's a kick by Barron. And the extra point is good. With 4 minutes, 53 seconds left before halftime, we're all tied up at Brownsville Sam Stadium. Pace 7, Brownsville Veterans 7. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
It's Barron set up to kick off, the senior kicker for the Chargers. They tied it up now, 7-7 at Sam Stadium in Brownsville. Well, we knew it was be a good game here. The number 2 and the number 3 team in district play competing against each other. District 16 5A Division 1. And here we go. Here's the kickoff by Israel Barron. High kick. Ball taken at about the 5-yard line. That is Elijah Solis going up the middle. He's tackled at about the 27-yard line. And that's where the Chargers will take over. Eric, we got us a good ball game here. 7-7 all tied up.
Yeah, and you know what? Coming into the game with the Brownsville Veterans Memorial's high-octane offense and Brownsville Pace's heavy run game, you were expecting a shootout, but no, it's been a big defensive battle and keeping it close to 7-7 ball game. And Brownsville Pace coming onto the field here, and we talked about their big offensive line. They're going to want to have a response here and try to sustain a long drive as they're going to have to go down the field after this holding call here.
On the offensive line, you got Rafael Recio. You got Gustavo Heredia. You have Jeffrey Burton. You also have Julio Hernandez and Jose Quintero for the Pace Vikings. Some big boys up front, so let's recognize them as well. They're going to push the ball back. There must have been a flag on the play. We didn't see it. But they're going to mark the ball back to about the 19-yard line. I didn't see a flag on the play, but nevertheless, they are going to mark the field. First and 10, I formation this time around for the Vikings. Quarterback under center. Tosses to the left side of the formation. He's met at the line of scrimmage after about a 1-yard gain. Jose Banda, the quarterback, a little toss to the left side of the formation.
Yeah, right there. They come out in the I formation, just power football. You know, we mentioned this offensive line, and they run a counter there, classic counter to Zapata, but nothing there. And, you know, it's difficult when you're running power football because Veterans Memorial is putting lots of numbers in the box, and it's just, you know, man-to-man. It's just whoever wins the battle, and on that one, Veterans Memorial came up on top.
Great atmosphere here at the home side of the football field. Great turnout on both sides. Inter-city rivalry here in Brownsville. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper to the right side, trying to get to the outside across the 25 to the 30, all the way down to about the 35-yard line. Quarterback keeper Jose Manda, the sophomore, just brings it down and just takes off to the right side.
Yeah, and pushing him out of bounds is number 4, Marlon Montenongo. And, yeah, as you said, Banda, you know, did a good job. Initially, it looked like he was going to go up the middle, and it probably was designed that way. But, you know, he shows his vision to bounce it to the outside, and a huge gain there for his team. And now it's going to be a first down for Brownsville Pace.
They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 37-yard line. First and 10 for Pace. Trying to mount another drive. Shotgun formation, 2 men in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Zapata over on the left side. He gets met at about the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
Right there, the Brownsville Pace Vikings line up with the tight end and a heavy set on the right side with the fullback, and pretty much the fullback becomes a pulling guard as well, and they have 2 leading blockers there for Zapata who follows them, but good job of stuffing it is the Veterans Memorial Chargers defense there.
4-yard gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. Mario Medrano on the call alongside Eric Medrano for RealSportsLive.com. 7-7 all tied up. 3:30 left before halftime. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper to the right side. Here's a flag. This one won't even get started here. Movement on the offensive side of the ball. They were facing a 2nd and 6. That's going to push him back now. Boy, oh boy, this is the type of penalties. These are drive killers, man.
Yeah, and right there, Brownsville Pace was gathering steam and, you know, that momentum carrying on this drive. And that's not what you want to have a false start penalty or, you know, but let's see how they overcome it here on this 2nd down.
Inter-city rivalry here in Brownsville. Brownsville Pace, Brownsville Veterans here at 7-7 all tied up. We got us a good one. 3:22 left. Spread formation. Shotgun formation. Looking to pass. Fires on a little curl. Called by number 7 at about the 42-yard line. Not going too far. Quickly tackled by Aldo Benavides, junior defensive back for the Chargers.
Yeah, and on the catch for Brownsville Pace is number 7, Carlos Pulido. And nice pitching catch there. A quick release from Banda, and it's a nice gain there on 2nd down to recover some of that yardage after the penalty. And, you know, right there you can see Veterans Memorial just kind of leaning off on the secondary, and it's lots of space there for the receivers. So Banda read that and finds his man there for a nice gain.
3rd and 5, shotgun formation. Tight end on the right side. He's going to follow that side on the tight end side of the ball. Breaks a tackle. across. May have a first down all the way to about the 40-80-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down. That's the quarterback. Banda, once again, boy, he just keeps on growing right before our own eyes here.
Yeah, it's a credit to the young man. He keeps his feet moving, and aside from his arm strength, he's also got strength in his legs right there. Just keeps moving his legs after initial contact, and we talked about the yards after contact. He has plenty of those tonight, and it's that second effort, and it's a credit to the young man.
Ball resting at the 40-80-yard line, 1st and 10. They do have 3 more timeouts before halftime. Tight formation. Handoff is to the left side to Zapata, trying to get to the outside. Breaks 2. Trying to get one more, breaks it. He's got a little bit of daylight. Zapata, one more man to beat. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line. Wow.
A very impressive run there from Zapata there. Brandon Zapata bouncing it to the outside, and credit to this defense, the speed they showed there, but it was a missed tackle, and it just, he had a nice burst of speed after breaking that tackle as we see the replay here, and he finds room in the sideline, and if he gets past one more, he could have taken it to the house there.
All the way down to the Charger 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for Pace. They're on the move. 1:50 left with 3 timeouts. Shotgun formation with a tight end looking to pass. Fires the ball on the right side, high up on top, trying to come back to it. Just couldn't get there, just a little bit short. Had a receiver, pass intended to the right side to Carlos Pulido.
Yeah, and right there, Pulido's lined up in the slot receiver, and the wideout runs a curl, so it opens up that outside for him. He gets a step on his man, but it's just too short, and he shows a bit of frustration there. But for Banda, that's a play that maybe they might go back to later as the game goes on.
I think they will, and the good thing about that, it stops the clock. So, clock 1:39, 3 timeouts left. Here's the handoff, a straight up the middle, looking for some running room. Zapata all the way down to about the 27-yard line. Nice little gain. Will they take a timeout or work fast tempo? Here we go. Clock continues to run. 1:27. You got 3 timeouts on the board. I'm surprised. Third down. Third and about 3. No timeout left. The score 7-7 right before halftime. Tight formation. 2 receivers to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff is to Zapata on the left side. Good tackle by the Chargers. Trying to get to the outside. Was Zapata out of the backfield. No go. Good defense by the Chargers that time. Maybe a half a yard gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Clock continues to run. Well, no, he was pushed out of bounds.
Coming up with the stop is the free safety, Tony Medrano. And as a free safety, you're able to see the whole field. And right there, he reads it beautifully and meets up with Zapata, not allowing him to get that first down. And those are 2 big athletes for both teams. They're just meeting up on contact there. And Zapata just needing a little bit of extra yardage there for the first down. It brings up a big 4th down here, Mario.
It looks like they're going to go for it. They were maybe contemplating a field goal. No, they're going to go to the line on a 4th and 2. Quickly to the line. Ball resting at the 26-yard line. Now they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bit of confusion between him and his running backs. And, Smartly, the sophomore, does a good job of just calling a timeout there. It's, you got to burn a timeout, but you get to go talk it over with your coaches there.
Coach Denny Pardo decides to take a timeout. And, I think they lost valuable time. They had 3 timeouts on the board, and I'm surprised they let the clock go down that much. And so, yeah, that was a surprise. They kind of rushed those last 2 plays, if you ask me. And they could have called a couple of timeouts. Now, the passing on the right side, the pass stopped the clock, so you were okay. You were at 1:59. Then the following 2 plays, it seems to me like it was rushed a little bit. You got 3 timeouts on the board. I mean, why not use them? They don't carry over at all. So kind of a little bit of concern there about the issue with the time there, with the time management and with the timeouts. Now you're facing a 4th and 2.
Yeah, and, usually they don't do a whole lot of up-tempo throughout the season. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised to see that as well. But right now they still have this opportunity with the 4th down and 2 to go.
4th and 2, ball resting at the 26-yard line. They got a tight end on the right side, shotgun formation. This may be a quarterback keeper to the right side. Here's a snap. Yep, there he goes, following the tight end on the right side, trying to dive forward to about the 24, 23-yard line. He is close. He may have a first down. Yep, he's got it. First down.
And a huge first down there for Brownsville Pace. And you called it, Mario. It's a run play to the right-hand side. And it's not hard to see why, because, Banda has been a very good runner throughout this game. And following his blocker, the fullback and the pulling guard, it's just blasted a hole right up the middle.
Set up the chains, and quickly the clock continues to run. 48 seconds. They have 2 more timeouts. Ball at about the 24-yard. Looking to pass. Fires the ball to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for number 3 on that left side of the formation. Elijah Solis, the junior wide receiver. Incomplete. Was looking for that back shoulder pass, just couldn't. It didn't work out very well.
Yeah, and we saw that earlier on this right-hand side, and it was also for an incompletion, unfortunately. But here, Banda just trying to get the back shoulder there, but the timing just wasn't right. And Elijah Solis runs a good route, but contested there by the defense, and now that brings up a second down. But I like the play call there, just taking a shot, downfield.
Well, and it stops the clock too, so that's the advantage. 7-7 the score here, 41 seconds before halftime. The Pace Vikings are on the move. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Looking to pass. Looking for the corner of the end zone. Just a little bit too short. Had a receiver open on the right side. Just couldn't connect to him. Carlos Pulido.
Yeah, this time they run a similar play, but it's a different route. It's a two-man route. The crow out underneath and the wide out, and right there Pulido runs a post corner looking for the pylon of the end zone. But once again, it's just a bit too short for him and a little frustrating for this offense. And now it's going to bring up a third down. And it's a bit unfortunate because you feel like maybe they could have ran the ball, but they didn't want to burn those timeouts.
Yeah, well, and I wonder, too, if you want to set up for a field goal as well, you could run it and position the ball for a field goal. I mean, at this point, it looks like they're committed to take some shots into the end zone. 36 seconds left. 7-7 the score. Here's a snap. Looking to pass once again. Going into the end zone. He's got a receiver on that corner. Knocked away. Almost intercepted. Looking for the left corner of the end zone. Had a man, again, running a two-man route, Eric, and I'm sure each receiver's got two players defending on him.
Yeah, right there, Pulido was isolated on the left-hand side. Eric Sosa defending, who does a good job, an exceptional job defending there, just getting a hand there in the end. But Pulido, must be frustrated. They're coming out empty there. But it was a fade route, and like I said, I like the play call once again, taking a shot to the end zone.
Double fades, and Ollie goes, a corner goes, and a safety goes on that side. Same thing on the left side. Corner goes and safety goes. Field goal set up right at about the 30-yard line. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Here's a snap. Ball is dropped. Number 13 picks it up. No good. No good. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage on the field goal attempt. Jonathan Perez, the senior kicker. The snap was dropped, and nothing really he couldn't do much with it. Just pick it up and run to the left side and close quickly.
Yeah, it was just a poor execution from the special teams for Brownsville Pace there. The snap just didn't come out cleanly, and it just seemed like the holder wasn't able to get a hold of it. And that's unfortunate for Brownsville Pace, but a huge momentum shift here for Brownsville veterans, and it's a credit to the defense for coming up with the big stop there.
25 seconds left before halftime. The score 7-7 from Brownsville Sam Stadium. 7-7 the score, 25 seconds. Now, if you're Liam Longoria, you take a shot and spread formation, empty back. Well, no, he's going to kneel it down. Yeah, they're going to take it into. That's probably a good call. You don't want to cause any mistakes. So 20 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts, but they decided just kind of kneel down the ball and take it into the locker room. Happy to go 7-7 at halftime, 10 seconds. Both teams left a couple of timeouts on the clock. A little surprising with the little management of the timeouts, but they need to work on that for the playoffs. Okay, that's going to do it. That's the end of the first half from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. We got a good game in this District 16-5A Division 1. These two teams are right in the thick for the second and third place spots. The number 1 spot is clearly secure at this point by Mission Veterans team. So that's going to do it for us. 7-7 is the score. Mario Medrano alongside Eric Medrano for RealSportsLive.com. We'll take a break and we'll be back after halftime.
Fans, it's Joe Bowling here with Real Sports Live. Want to make sure you catch all the games right here on Real Sports, and we're broadcasting on several platforms, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Roku Television, on Apple TV, and on the website, RealSportsLive.com. It's all the sporting action you can ever want, and it's right here on Real Sports. Snap. Rolls right-hand side, got a man wide open. It's caught. 15. How about this? 10-5 on 4th down. Touchdown, Greyhound.
Brilliant call.
We are Mackay. We are Mackay.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen. Valley TV's public broadcast platform is TV that works for you. Every hour, thousands see your message Valley-wide. Our viewers enjoy entertaining and educational content along with upcoming events 24 hours a day. Your favorite places are what makes Valley TV possible. These networks come together in a big way, creating the Valley's largest public network that reaches the audience you're looking for. Denny's is one of America's favorite restaurants, serving thousands in your target market 24 hours a day. Popular host locations include grocery stores, high-end showrooms, retail chains. With new locations joining the Valley TV family, your audience continues to grow. Bingo halls, coffee houses, bowling alleys, barber shops, all the places you want to be, you'll find Valley TV. From South Padre Island to Brownsville to McAllen and beyond, Valley TV and Rio Sports Live has you covered. Together, Rio Sports Live and Valley TV reach millions of viewers in home and on the go. Supporting nonprofits and worthy causes are critically important to families here in the Valley. We'll continue to help support these efforts through extended coverage and awareness campaigns. Together, we can make a difference. Business owners, get your message out, whether it's on the platforms of Valley TV and Rio Sports Live combined. That means you get exposure 24 hours a day throughout the year and during live broadcasts at an affordable price just for you. You can't do better than this. We've got great numbers. They're growing every day across the Rio Grande Valley, into Corpus Christi, into Laredo, into South San Antonio. Your business, not as a sponsor, but as an advertiser, getting direct results. Again, it's Rio Sports Live and Valley TV, a great team bringing you great coverage.
pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to
making history. This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close. If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
opened Alex Roll with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you're looking for custom jackets, then you want Master Stitch. Custom embroidery and screen printing are what we do. Any logo or design, great quality at the right price. For shirts like this, it's Master Stitch. 2500 US 281 Edinburgh.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52. Elevate your space.
And we're back at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Mario Medrano for RealSportsLive.com along Eric Medrano. We had an interesting first half, Eric. No score in the first quarter. Second quarter, they exchanged scores. So we're at 7-7 at halftime. What have you noticed here so far, Eric?
Yeah, it's been a hard fought battle on the defensive side for both teams, and both defenses coming up big at key moments in the game and really forcing these two offenses to go the length of the field to earn these points. And, it's an old school football tonight, just both teams going man-to-man and earning this tonight. And, for Brownsville veterans, it's their offense, just getting downfield and getting Liam Longoria involved with his receivers, Elijah Maston. And for Brownsville Pace, continue to pound it with the offensive line.
7-7 the score. You're listening to RealSportsLive.com. And again, want to remind you, we got audio version only as per UIL rules. We cannot bring you video till 1 hour after the game. We'll put it all together and put it up on the YouTube. And Eric, give us all the sites so that people can listen to the game.
Yeah, if you're joining us tonight, thank you for joining us and welcome to RealSportsLive.com. You can find lots of content on the website, RealSportsLive.com. Also follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe our page, and anytime a game is going on live, you'll be notified. And we got lots of games coming up for football and also volleyball and basketball season coming up. And also, you can visit us on Twitter with the handle @RealSportsLive, and also our Facebook page where we'll go highlights after this game. And you can find Joe Bowling there, and also on Real Sports Live Facebook.
Yeah, definitely. And again, that's UAL rules. Not much we can do about that. We're not allowed to bring you audio and video at the same time. So we'll give you the call. It's more of a radio version type of call. And so hope we can do a good job and make you feel like you're present and watching it and all that. So certainly want to thank you wherever you're out there today. Also, we want to thank the Brownsville ISD.
Yeah, we'd like to thank the Brownsville Independent School District and Athletic Director Gilbert Leal, and also the BISD-ITV and the production team. They do a great work here.
And we're ready to kick off. Here's the kick by the Chargers. Pace will receive. Ball will be taken at about the 5-yard line. He's coming towards the middle, looking for the wall. Goes up the middle, cuts it across, runs into a wall. He's tackled at about the 18-yard line. That's where they begin the first drive of the second half for the Pace Vikings. 7-7 the score.
Yeah, and on the return was Elijah Solis running hard up the middle, but only able to get to the 20-yard line after this defense does a good job.
Flag on the play. There's a holding against the Vikings, so that's going to push him back, and The ball is going to be spotted about the 10-yard line, 1st and 10. That's not the way you want to start your first drive back on your own territory, deep in your own territory.
Yeah, already starting off at the 20, now they're going to start around the 10-yard line. And, Brownsville Veterans had the same, thing happen to them earlier, and right now it's Brownsville Pace, and they're going to have to overcome this and drive the length of the field. It's going to have to be a 90-yard drive here.
Yeah, if you're Pace, you got to just they had something going there at the end, the last drive of the first half, and they got all the way to about the 25-yard line. Then just the drive just stalled. They tried to go into the end zone, just didn't connect, and things just didn't work out. Here you go, 1st and 10, quarterback under center for the Vikings. Fakes the toss to the left. He's going to keep it to the right side. He's got some daylight trying to get to the outside. Banda pushed out of bounds at about the 12, 13-yard line. Nice little gain on the play. They faked the toss to the left. He went to the right side and picked up some good yardage on that play.
Yeah, brilliant play call there for Brownsville Pace, and they faked the pitch out to the left side, and it becomes somewhat of a draw play there for Banda, and it's a nice gain there for 5 yards, a huge first down play there. That's kind of what you want there on a first down.
Yeah, nice little play. Sophomore quarterback Jose Banda. Once again, we want to emphasize he's a sophomore quarterback under center this time. Banda, I formation, hands off to the right side, second man through, trying to bounce it to the outside. Good defense by the Chargers. Nothing going there. Maybe a yard, if anything. Good defensive stop by the Chargers.
Yeah, good pursuit there, and showing the speed they have defensively to not allow him to get to the outside. And Zapata, who's been running hard all game, has nowhere to go there and get stuffed, and only for about a gain of a yard or two.
Maybe a yard. Let's call this one a 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, Mario, you had mentioned, after the first half, they come out disappointed after missing a field goal, and now having to overcome that here in the second half.
If you're the Vikings right here, you want to get a little drive going. There's a timeout call. They want to make sure they get the right call, see if they can get a first down facing a 3rd and 4. Because if you don't, you're going to punt the ball, and the Chargers are looking to get excellent field position right off the gate here in the second half.
Yeah, so it's a good call to call a timeout here and make sure that you got your offense all on the same page on what you're going to looking to run here. And it's something that you probably worked on throughout the week, and they're going to need a good execution here on this play. And it's like you said, if you get stopped here, you're going to have to punt, and it's going to be excellent field position for veterans right in the midfield.
10:33 left in the third quarter, 7-7 the score from Brownsville Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, on a beautiful night. A little cool out here tonight in the Rio Grande Valley, but it's beautiful football weather.
Yeah, a little chilly, but very enjoyable weather and a great atmosphere at Sam's Memorial Stadium. We were downstairs in the halftime, and it's a packed house tonight for this intercity rivalry.
Good crowd, good environment here. We enjoy coming down to Brownsville. Here we go. Shotgun formation for the Vikings. A little quarterback keeper to the left side. Quarterback is going to keep it. Breaks a tackle, trying to go up the middle to about the 15, 16-yard line. No more than that. He's going to be shy of a first down. Quarterback keeper on a little counter play.
Yeah, it was a counter play, and it's something new that Brownsville Pace hasn't shown throughout the year, and it's they pretty much fake it to both running backs. Then Banda decides to keep the ball and follows his leads blockers, but it just doesn't work out well there for Brownsville Pace, and I would have liked to have seen them kind of go with something that they've ran before, maybe a quarterback design run, and I know that was a quarterback keeper there, but faking those two handoffs kind of slowed the development of the play there.
4th and 1 punting situation. They're working out on their own 17-yard line. Punt formation. Men in motion to the right. Here's a snap, and here's the punt. Line drive punt, short punt. Ball bouncing at about the 50. Goes out of bounds at about the 47-yard line on Viking territory. So excellent field position. That's what we're talking about. If you're the Chargers, that's exactly what you wanted to do. Pin him back and get excellent field position.
Yeah, if you're looking in the perspective of Brownsville veterans and their defense, it's an excellent job for coming up with the big stop, coming out with the 3 and out there on Brownsville Pace. And now the defense is getting this offense in great field position, and Liam Longoria leading the charge here.
Here comes Liam Longoria, the quarterback, junior quarterback for the Chargers, to the field. They got a 1st and 10 on the Viking side of the football field at the 48-yard line. Shotgun formation. One man in the backfield. Here's a hands-off to the left side to the freshman running back. Maybe a yard, if anything, diving on the left side of the center. Not a lot of room to run.
Yeah, and Brownsville Veterans Memorial kind of showing up in a pistol formation. Moreno behind Liam Longoria and just gets the handoff up the middle, but not much there. Stuffed there by this box of the Brownsville Pace Vikings, the defensive line, doing a good job there.
Good stop by the Vikings. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation for the Chargers. Longoria calling the signals. Here's a snap, rolling out to the right side, looking to pass. Fires the ball. Caught it about the 40-yard line. Good catch by Elijah Meston. Defending was Hector Salazar. Good play all the way around. Not much he can do.
Yeah, great effort by both of the players there for both teams. Elijah Maston runs a crisp route to the outside, a 5 and out, and nice catch, tiptoeing at the sideline and contested, as good as you can as a defender for the free safety there, Salazar, and it's just a good catch there by Maston and nice gain for Brownsville veterans.
Down to the 40-yard line. He's shy of a first down. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2. 3rd and 2 for the Chargers. Ball on the 40-yard line on Pay's territory. Here's a snap. Option play to the right side. Quarterback Liam Longoria is going to keep it up the middle down to about the 35. He's got the first down and more. Brought down at about the 35-yard line. Not before he got a big first down. They're going to move the chains.
Yeah, on the tackle there is Hector Salazar for Brownsville Pace. But, as you said, Liam Longoria does a good job. As we see the replay here, it's a quarterback design run, and it seemed like they were going to run the option there, but he calls his own number and finds a seam up the middle for a nice gain. And that's really all you needed there just to get the chains moving.
Nice call by offensive coordinator Sam Montalvo for the Chargers. 1st and 10. Ball resting at the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation. Longoria calling the signals. Here's the snap. Handoff straight up the middle to number 28. He loses the ball. There's a fumble on the play. Went up the middle, had about 4 or 5 yards, but unfortunately was hit hard and fumble. Recovered by Pace. Pace Vikings recover the ball right at about the 30-yard line.
And a huge play there by the Brownsville Pace defense coming up with the turnover. And Moreno, the running back there, seems like he had a big hole up the middle, but it looked like after the tackle he just got loose on the floor and they pounce on the ball. The Pace Vikings do.
And that's one of the things, Harry. You put a freshman running back, the pounding is a little bit different, These are senior, junior linebackers hitting you, and at that time, the freshman couldn't hang on to the ball. It's a big fumble, and Pace recovers. So they're going to take over. They're going to go the other way on a 1st and 10, ball resting at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for Pace after the fumble recovery. Out of their own 30-yard line, clock continues to run. Here's a snap. Fakes the counter, rolling out to the right side. Fires the ball. Caught at about the 42-yard line. Beautiful play. Nice play by Jose Banda, the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, Jose Banda rolling out to the right side after the play action there, and he seems to be a lot more comfortable when he's rolling out there, and he zips it in there to his wide receiver for a nice gain and a first down. Challenging this defense on all 3 levels. They had a man in the flats, and that was the intermediate route who he gets his completion to.
Ball resting at the 43-yard line on their own territory. Here comes Pace, 1st and 10. 8 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third quarter. 7-7 the score. Shotgun. Flag on the play. They're going to stop this play. This one's not going anywhere. There's some movement. Here's the call. Well, unfortunately, that's going to set him back 5 yards. And, the Chargers was driving. That remind me of the last drive that the Vikings had when they were driving. And then the drive stalled. Look at that. The Chargers had a nice drive going until the fumble. So they returned the favor. So now the Vikings get the ball. Now they're going the other way. 7-7. Somebody's going to claim this game. Big game in District 16 5A Division 1. The 2nd and 3rd place teams tangling here today at Sam Stadium in Brownsville. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Here we go, breaking tackles, diving forward to about midfield. A big gain, about 7-8 yards on the play. That's going to be the quarterback, Jose Banda.
Yeah, it's a quarterback design draw up the middle, and Banda, breaking tackles throughout the game, and right there once again breaking a couple of tackles and gaining a huge, yardage there on that 1st and 15, and that's kind of what you needed there, and it's going to make this 2nd and 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Ball spotted at midfield on a 2nd and 3 for the Vikings. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Handoff straight up the middle, diving forward, spinning, moving forward, got across to about the 42-yard line, and a big first down. They're going to move the chains again.
Yeah, huge run play up the middle, and just following this big offensive line who creates a big hole is the Dylan Baron for the Brownsville Pace Vikings. He makes a nice spin move and takes a big hit there in the midfield, and Brownsville Pace here coming out moving these chains.
Julio Hernandez, Jose Quintero, and Rafael Recio, Gustavo Arabia, and Jeffrey Burton is the offensive line for the Vikings. Certainly want to recognize them as well. 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Handoff straight up the middle. diving forward. We got to be stopped at about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and this time Brownsville Pace runs the same play, but the running back there this time is Matthew Cuellar, and it just seemed like veterans knew what was coming that time and reacted, made the adjustment on that play and stopped them for only a gain of about a yard.
They're mixing it up really well. Now it's a guessing game. Are we going in or are we going out? What are we doing? And then pace counters. I like the little counter play where they pull the ball out, a little play action, and then fires the ball outside. 2nd and 8. Here's a call. Just call it just on cue. Caught about to the 35, pushes across to about the 30, pushed out of bounds at about the 27-yard line for a big first down. Just on cue. That's the play I was looking for.
Yeah, as you said, Mario, and, they're doing a good job of mixing it up, the Brownsville Pace Vikings. And right there, Zapata is in the flats wide open, and that's what happens when you have a good run game. It develops this play action, and right on cue, like you said, after running 2 successful plays up the middle, they find Zapata in the flats for a huge gain there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. This is going to be a straight handoff again up the middle. They're going to test the middle again. Here's his name. No, yep, here we go. Straight up the middle. Quarterback keeper to the right side. There's a flag on the play all the way down to about the 12-yard line. There's flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and opening up a big hole there for Brownsville Pace.
Did I say that we're going out the middle, Eric? Started to sound like Tony Romo, man, calling the plays ahead of time. All right, there's a flag on the play. This was coming back.
Yeah, and as we see the replay there, it was a huge hole there. But, as we know, it was because of there was a holding call there. But, yeah, Mario, you called it. It was a run up the middle, and it just seems like Brownsville Pace is getting a little bit of magic mojo here, just getting their offense going, and they're keeping this Veterans Memorial defense guessing.
Yeah, they and that's what you're going to do as offensive coordinator. If you're a Pace, it's offensive coordinator Rodney Morales calling the shots, and you mixing it really well. You're on the 39-yard line. You're on the move. Got to get some points. 5:22 left, 7-7 the score from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Shotgun formation for Pace. Here's a snap. Handoff straight up the middle. Trying to bounce it to the outside. Zapata breaks a tackle. Going forward. Diving forward. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, and right there we get a glimpse of the senior Zapata there. It's a trap play up the middle, and it's broken up, and the penetration from Veterans Memorial just prevents him from getting any yardage. But he does a good job of bouncing it to the outside to get some positive yardage, but not much there. And that's a credit to this Veterans Memorial defense.
2nd and 17 for the Pace. Here we may see that little play once again, the little counter. Fake the counter and swing the pass. Here we go. Shotgun formation to running backs in the backfield. Dropping back to pass. He fires to the left side of the formation. Almost intercepted. Dangerous play. Looking for a short 5 and out on the bottom of the screen. Looking for Carlos Pulido. That ball was short. The defender was jumping on the pattern there.
Yeah, reading it beautifully is the cornerback on a one-on-one match, and it's a tough ask there for Eric Sosa, but he comes up on top there, nearly intercepting on a nice diving effort, but it's incomplete, and Brownsville Pace is going to have a big 3rd down here.
Yeah, and you put Pace on a long distance. I don't think that's what they feel more comfortable with, and you can see the play was not close to being completed. Shotgun formation. Banda calling the signal, looking to pass, steps up in the pocket. Here comes the pressure, trying to break one more. No, he's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Banda couldn't get away. Good defensive stop. Number 50 coming across the line. One of the first Axel Alvarado, one of the first tacklers in there for the Raiders. Good stop.
Yeah, and on the sack is Enrique Zayas, the junior defensive lineman there. And it's a credit to the defensive coordinator for Veterans Memorial, Dave Evans, calling a blitz there on 3rd down. And, executing it well was his defense and outnumbering this offensive line. And Banda had no choice but to scramble there.
Actually going backwards here, penalty and some sacks here, and now punting situation out of midfield. He'll be punting out of midfield. Here's the snap, and here's the punt. Brendan Zapata on the punt, taking it about the 10-yard line, trying to break tackles, going forward, maybe picked up 5 yards, still going, hit hard, brought down at about the 20-yard line. No more. 3:40 left in the 3rd quarter, 7-7 the score. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Our modular designs fits any size room. Choose from a wide variety of textures and finishes. Artisans handcraft your new wall panels using our exclusive process and materials. Call Sinlu now to beautify your home or office.
First and 10 for the Raiders. They come up to the line. Liam Longoria, the quarterback, empty backfield. Little shovel pass straight up the middle. Dangerous pass. Tackle immediately. A lot of pressure up front. They were trying to go with a shovel pass. It's just a little too dangerous. It wasn't there that time.
Yeah, and it seemed like the defense for Brownsville Pace just read it beautifully there, and it must have been some preparation during the week from defensive coordinator Robert Ortiz there. They just blew up that shovel pass. The pass was complete to Carlos Galindo, but just met in the backfield was by the defensive line there.
Lost about 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 15, empty backfield. Once again, Longoria, he's going to be sacked. He loses the ball. Ball's on the ground. Here's a defender picked up at about the 3-yard line, taken into the end zone. Touchdown on the fumble recovery. Pace Vikings, the Pace defense comes through again, picks up the fumble by Longoria right at about the 3-yard line and walk into the end zone for a touchdown by the Pace defense.
Huge play there from the Brownsville Pace defense, and they come up once again. And number 10 for Brownsville Pace coming up with a huge sack fumble, and that's Javier Garcia. And scooping and scoring is number 13, Jonathan Perez for the Brownsville Pace Vikings, taking it to the house. And, it's a big swing of momentum here in the third quarter. And, Brownsville Pace doing a good job defensively there.
Wow, setting up for the extra point is Pace. Here's a snap, and here's the kick. And the kick is good. Jonathan Perez is good for the extra point. So, with 3 minutes, 4 seconds left in the third quarter, Brownsville Pace 14, Brownsville, the Chargers 7. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Rollins Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be...
Back at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, 3:04 left. Ready to kick off is Jonathan Perez, number 12, the kicker. Here's the kick, long kick, end over end, taken at about the 2-yard line by the Chargers. Coming up the field, trying to go to the left side, tackle at about the 22-yard line. Good coverage by Pace. Little momentum switching over to the visiting team here tonight. Pace is on the visitor side here in Brownsville. Inner city rivalry, you always like this. Good atmosphere here tonight.
Yeah, and it seems like the great atmosphere, and it is a rivalry. You can feel the energy tonight in the house at Sam's Memorial Stadium, and a big momentum shift there as they come up with the big sack fumble, the Brownsville Pace defense, and now it's up to this Brownsville Veterans offense to for Liam Longoria to bounce back and just have a short memory there and try to get something here offensively in the third quarter.
Yeah, there was nothing. He just needed to live for the next play. He was trying to do something with the ball, and he fumbled back there. So here we go. Longoria looking to pass, drops back, running to the left side. The left, there's a lot of pressure. He's sacked back there all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Good pressure by the secondary, by the defensive unit for Pace.
Yeah, great job defensively, and it seemed like there was 3 guys back there, led by the initial pressure by number 44, Jay Gomez, and getting the sack was Pablo Iracheta, just storming in from the outside, and they do a good job of containing Liam Longoria, not allowing him to get any further upfield.
Lost about 8 yards on the play, 2nd and 18. Passes to the left side, got him in open. Almost connected on the left side. Almost a one-handed grab. That would have been something. Just couldn't hang on to it on the left side. Send the receiver up the field, the outside receiver on the left side. He just couldn't catch the ball.
Yeah, nearly coming up with a huge catch there was Julio Sanchez. And, Liam Longoria and the offense for Brownsville Veterans is having to adjust to these aggressive defensive line. And right there, it seemed like they called the play-action pass, and it was the correct call. It opened up a big one-on-one matchup on the outside.
There was a play against the defense on the previous play, so that's going to be an automatic first down, 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Chargers trying to respond now. They trail 14-7. Pace on top, 14-7. 2:19 left in the third quarter. RealSportsLive.com in the action in the house with a radio version call here today due to UIL regulations. Dropping back to pass. Longoria pulls it down, draws back, throws the ball up the sideline, looking for number 10, incomplete. Boy, oh boy. There's a flag on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was looking for Carlos Galindo on the right side of the line.
Yeah, and he had Galindo on the outside leverage there, and a nice route there by Galindo, and it looked like Liam Longoria had lots of time up the middle.
Here's a call. Second holding of the drive, Eric. That's going to keep the drive going against the Pace defense. Another second hold, and they may have something here going, but they're going to get 10 yards and an automatic 1st and 10. Ball resting at the 34-yard line for the Chargers, Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers. 1st and 10. Liam Longoria, the quarterback. Spread formation, men in motion to the right side. Fakes the jet sweep. He's going to keep it out the middle. Longoria try to bounce it to the outside, to the 40, to about the 45. Spins around to about the 47-yard line. Nice little run and a big 1st down for the Chargers.
Yeah, and with the nice open field tackle there was Alan Perez for Brownsville Pace. But yeah, Liam Longoria with the quarterback design run after faking the jet sweep, and a big hole opened up the middle, and it seemed like he had the outside there. But the Pace defenders do a good job of getting off their blocks.
Trying a little different wrinkle. Here's the offensive coordinator, Sam Montalvo. Empty backfield again. 3 receivers to the right side. Here's a swing pass to the right side to Elijah Meston. Meston breaks a tackle, cutting behind, going forward across midfield, all the way down to about the 40-yard line. Big run by number 1, Elijah Meston, junior wide receiver.
Yeah, and if you're Brownsville veterans, you got to get Elijah Meston out in the perimeter, and he's one of your big playmakers, and it seems like that's the way they're adjusting to all the pressure coming up the middle.
Empty backfield once again. 4 receivers to the left side of the formation. Dropping back to pass. Looks to the right. Fires the ball to the tall receiver. Caught. Flag on the play. The ball was caught. See what the call is. Looked like the catch is going to stand back at the 18-yard line. So now what you do, if you're the Chargers, decline the penalty. There was 2 flags against the defense secondary once again. He went to his big receiver, Damian Maldonado, the junior wide receiver, tall receiver, one-on-one on the right side. There was flags all over the place. He was able to make the catch at about the 17-yard line. So the Chargers will decline the penalty. That'll be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. And after that big gain and a nice individual effort there from Damian Maldonado to catch it in the sideline.
Empty backfield once again for the Chargers. They got something going here. Shotgun formation. Men in motion to the left side is Meston. Here's a snap rolling out to the left side. He's going to go up the middle. Liam Longoria, short gain on the play. Bouncing and dancing and moving and going forward for about a 3-4 yard gain.
Yeah, and right there you get to see the speed of this Brownsville Pace defense, just cutting him down there at for only a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. And in this drive we've seen Veterans Memorial going to the perimeter, trying to tire out this defense after the initial pressure and the onslaught of relentless pressure on their own side of the field earlier on.
1:08 left in the third quarter. 14-7 is the score. Vikings on top. Man in motion to the right side of the empty backfield. He's going to fake the handle, going up the middle. Liam Longoria diving forward. He may be close to a 1st down.
And on the tackle for Brownsville Pace is Omar Plata there up the middle of the linebacker. And Liam Longoria on this offensive line getting a surge here. And, they're getting some momentum here, Mario.
Well, and I think they're trying to respond to the touchdown. They gave one on the other end of the football field on the fumble. So the offense taking some pride on it and say, hey, well, we need to get it back. They trail 14-7 here. 47 seconds left. 1st and 10, 1st and goal. Ball at about the 8-yard line. Empty backfield once again. They got something going with that empty backfield. Liam Longoria rolling out to the left side. Longoria looking down the field. Longoria fakes, brings it down. He's going to be tackled at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Liam Longoria rolls out to his left side, and he is a southpaw, so he's more comfortable that way. And it seemed like it was a pass play, but no, it was actually a quarterback design run all the way. The receivers are just blocking downfield, but the Brownsville Pace linebackers just close him in the perimeter there and do not allow him to get to the outside.
Yeah, and one of the things as a junior quarterback, you got to learn that he was at the 8-yard line. He never got rid of the ball, lost a couple of yards, so you got to throw the ball away. Don't lose those yards. And lost a couple of valuable yards. Now it's going to be second and goal. Ball at the 10-yard line. That's going to do it. That's the end of the third quarter from Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Got some fireworks. Got a good ones here. Yeah, from Sam's Stadium, the score, Pace Vikings 14. The Brownsville Veterans Chargers 7. Let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Call, text, or email to apply today.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
We're back. Here we go. Empty backfield once again. Man in motion to the right side. He's going to keep it up the middle. Here's a quarterback. Touchdown. 10-yard run on the quarterback. Liam Longoria takes it to the house for a big touchdown. First play of the fourth quarter, and Longoria cashes in on the quarterback keeper up the middle. Beautiful run.
Yeah, and as we see the replay here, they fake the jet sweep, and it just opens up a big hole up the middle, and it's a credit to the offensive line, just creating a big hole for Liam Longoria, and he does all the rest. And it caps off an 80-plus yard drive for the Veterans Memorial Chargers, an impressive one.
Here's setting up for the extra point. Very important. Here's a snap, and here's the kick. And the kick, it's good. We're all tied up. 14-14 with 11:55 left in the ball game. 14 for the Chargers, 14 for Pace. We got us a good one. This one's going to go down the line, ladies and gentlemen. We certainly appreciate you. Wherever you're listening today, please let us know on all the different social
Yeah, you can join us
media.
on YouTube, like and subscribe our page, and also visit our Facebook page on Rio Sports Live, and also Twitter with the handle at Rio Sports Live, and you can interact with us there and let us know where you're watching the game from.
No question about it. We got a good game, tight ball game here. RioSportsLive.com in the house. Yours truly, Mario Medrano, on the call alongside Eric Medrano. We want to tell you we're still looking for advertisers. We certainly want to welcome Chuy Custom Sports from San Benito coming as a new advertiser for RealSportsLive.com. We want to welcome aboard for all your printing needs, shirts, all kinds of, they carry all kinds of products there. Advertising products, shirts, caps, you name it. Chuy Custom Sports in San Benito want to welcome as a new sponsor.
Yeah, and we always like to thank our advertisers and sponsors because, they're supporting these student athletes and these communities. And, here showcasing tonight these wonderful teams from Brownsville.
No question about it. Setting for kickoff. 14-14. This one's going to go down the wide. Beautiful high kick, end over end. Taking it about the 1 yard line by Pace. Going to the left side. Trying to get to the outside to about the 15. Brought down at about the 17. On the return was Elijah Solis for Pace. Good coverage.
Yeah, great coverage there from Veterans Memorial. Elijah Solis trying to get to the outside, but great special teams there from Veterans Memorial. But now we're going to get a chance to see the Brownsville Pace offense once again and see how they respond after giving up a touchdown here. Jose Banda is going to have to lead the line here in the run game and try to stay on the field to give their defense a break as well.
Well, that drive for the Chargers, they went the length of the field. Of course, it was helped with about 3 penalties on the drive. But nevertheless, they stayed constant and they drove it. They stayed disciplined. And I think they found something with the empty backfield. Here we go. Now Pace trying to answer back. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper to the left side. That closes quickly. Good defense. The sophomore quarterback faking the handoff and takes it to the outside. Jose Banda, no gain on the play. Good defense.
Yeah, great defense there from Veterans Memorial. And it seemed like there was a big hole in a convoy of blockers, but he's before he even gets to hit the hole, it's just the penetration that gets there from Veterans Memorial. And on the tackle for the Chargers is Lupe Lopez, the senior the defensive lineman there.
Well, man, now it seems to be on the Chargers side. They're pretty far up on this side. Good crowd, beautiful environment here in Brownsville, Texas tonight, and a beautiful night for football in the Rio Grande Valley. Got us a good one. Shotgun formation, 2 men in the backfield. Here's a snap, looking to pass, and a curl, puts it down, trying to break away, spins out of the ball. Here's the defense. Now they're going to bring him down back at about the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard or two. Jose Banda, the quarterback, trying to spin around out of one and then try to make a move, and it was too late. They close up quickly.
Yeah, and coming up with the sack there with some help was number 44, that's for the Veterans Memorial Chargers. That was Oscar Platas coming in with the big play there. And Banda looked like initially he had some time there, and he was trying to let the play develop with his routes, and he had his man Elijah Solis open, but just ran out of time there from the defensive line for the Veterans Memorial Chargers. Just
3rd and 1. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. Swings it to the outside. Quickly tackled at the line of scrim. He's looking for a little screen on the left side. Out of the backfield. Tackle with great play. Read perfectly by the Pace defense. I believe with one of the big men over there, number 76, made the tackle that play. They look like Rafael Recio making the tackle.
Yeah, big play there, reading it after they were trying to set up the swing route there for Zapata and trying to get him out in the perimeter. But the Veterans Memorial defense waking up after this offense scored there and just coming alive here.
Punting situation on a 4th and long for Pace out of his own goal line. Here's a punt, short punt, rolling, bounces at the 35 to the 40, still rolling to about the 45, 46-yard line. They're going to down it right there at the 46-yard line in Pace territory. And here the fans, the home fans, let the defense hear it for the Chargers. Great stop, 14-14. This was going down the wire. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left here in Brownsville, Texas, and a big game in District 16-5A Division 1.
Yeah, Mario, you had mentioned both teams. One of them is going to be facing Rio Grande City, the other La Jolla Palmview, and both of those teams are still in the mix. And both of these teams want to solidify that second spot for the playoffs and get it over with tonight. So there's a lot on the line tonight, and you can see it on the field.
Mission Veterans at 7-0, Pace at 6-1, Veterans at 5-2. Big game. Shotgun formation for the Chargers. Fakes the pass, brings it back down, looking to pass. Here we go, rolling out to the left side. Got a little bit of daylight. Liam Longoria to about the 40. He's going to be tackled at about the 40-yard line. Couple of defensive players trying to strip the ball. One of those players is Darren Jones.
Yeah, assisting him on the tackle is Jay Gomez. And as we see the replay here, Liam Longoria initially does a pump fake, and he does a good job of improvising there and just taking it to the outside. But not much there, and it's a nice gain there on first down nonetheless.
Picked up about 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4. Ball resting at the 40-yard line on Pace territory. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Handoff straight up the middle. Going forward across the 35 to about the 34-yard line. I believe that was the freshman running back once again in there.
Yeah, that was Moreno up the middle, and this offensive line just opened up a big hole there for him. It seemed like he had all the space he needed to work with there. And moving the chains there was Moreno for his team.
Quickly to the line, no huddle offense, as most of these teams nowadays do. Fast tempo offense. 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line, 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation, fakes the handle, quarterback keeper out the middle. Liam Longoria all the way down to about the 27-yard line. Nice gain up the middle, about 5-6-yard gain.
Yeah, nice play call there up the middle. He fakes it to his running back to the outside and then just goes up the middle following his big offensive line there. And it just seems like they're really challenging this Pace defense here.
Here we go quickly to the line on a spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left side. One man on his right hip pocket, looking to pass, dropping back to pass. Longoria swings it out of the backfield, caught it about the 20. Here's Meston across to about the 10-yard line, pushed out of bounds, and a big first down.
Yeah, and a great job there by Liam Longoria reading that there was a blitz, and Brownsville Pace was bringing us pretty much the whole box there, and but he does a good job of releasing it quickly to the outside on a 5-and-out, and Elijah Maston does a good job of hitting downfield there.
1st and goal, ball resting at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Chargers, Spread formation. Longoria calling the signals. He's going to keep it up the middle. Fakes the handoff on the quarterback read up the middle. Dives forward for a couple of yards.
Yeah, on the tackle was Javier Garcia, the senior for Brownsville Pace, who seemed to be right back there right as soon as the snap was there. Didn't allow Liam Longoria to get any time after faking the handoff there.
Ball at the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Chargers. They're on the move. Here we go. 14-14 the score. 7-11 left in the ball game. There's a time call, I believe. I believe the Chargers decided to take a timeout. Yep. No, they want to talk about it. I mean, they're knocking on the door. You want to make sure you got the right personnel and the right play, Eric. This is important. This could be the game right here.
Yeah, and this game, at a gridlock at 14-14. So, this timeout's very important. And you could tell head coach David Cantu, he just rushing the side official there, wanted to get that timeout. And it seemed because they were lining up in a wildcat there with a different look, and he didn't feel too comfortable with that. He wants to make sure all these players are on the same page and probably go over something they went over with during the week, and they want to make sure they execute it to perfection.
Brownsville Pace came in with a record of 6-1 in district play. The Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers at 5-2. So, of course, leading the pack in District 16 5A Division 1 is Mission Veterans, 7-0, clean record. 7-0, 6-1 Pace, and then 5-2. You also got La Jolla Palmview at 5-2, and Donna's at 4-3. Those are the teams. That's where it's going to be at for the playoff spots. Here we go, shotgun formation for the Chargers. First and goal at the 9-yard line on second down. Quarterback keeper to the left side. Liam Longoria breaks a tackle to the 5, diving forward. Touchdown. Touchdown, quarterback Liam Longoria on a 9-yard TD run.
Yeah, as we see the play here, it was on the Wildcat, and he just follows his pulling guard, and it seems like that timeout paid off perfectly for head coach David Cantu as he just follows his lead blockers to the outside and overpowers this defense there for a huge touchdown to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
Well, he got one in the second quarter, a 1-yard run, TD run. He got another one in this fourth quarter, a 10-yard run. This is number 2. He's got 3 touchdowns here tonight. Liam Longoria, 7-2, set up for the extra point. Here's a snap. And the kick is good. So, with 7:02 left in the ball game in the fourth quarter, the Chargers finally got the first lead of the game. They lead 21 to Pace 14. This one's going down the wire, ladies and gentlemen. We expected a good ball game here. 2 of the top teams in this district, and we're seeing a great game, Eric.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a ball game here, and we kind of knew it going into the game. It was going to be a gridlock, and only a 7-point difference separating these 2 teams, and but it's a testament to both of these the teams and the athletes that they're showing, the character they're showing, and fighting hard tonight. And like we said, they're trying to solidify that second spot in district, so you can see what it means to both of these the teams here.
Well, the season's coming to an end, so across the Rio Grande Valley, big ball games. Well, there's one in Harlingen tonight, the Bird Bowl between Harlingen and Harlingen South. We got a big game in this District 32 6A. Of course, Los Fresnos and Hanna were tangling up in a big game. It was 13-13 almost at about the third quarter. So also Westlake has a big game. Here's the kickoff. Taking it about the 5-yard line. Pace trying to answer back. Going to the right side of the field. Going full speed. Breaks a tackle across the 30. Here we go across the 35. Tackle at about the 37-yard line. Good return. That was on the return for Pace was Elijah Solis, the junior wide receiver. They're going to be setting in a good position here on the field.
Yeah, and if you're Brownsville Pace, after giving up a touchdown there, Elijah Solis sets you up at a good spot here at the 37-yard line. And, now it's a shorter field to work with for Brownsville Pace, and they're going to need a response here to the touchdown that they just gave up.
No question about it. Pace trying to answer back, and they quickly come to the line. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left. They have a tight end. No, it's spread formation. Excuse me, 2-2. All right, handoff is Zapata to the left side, trying to get to the outside. Good defense, good pursuit. Lost a couple of yards on the play, and it seems like all the momentum it's with the Chargers. Crowd getting into the ball game.
Yeah, you can feel the energy from the home crowd tonight, which is the Veterans Memorial Chargers, and cheering on this defense here. And coming up with the big stop there was the free safety coming all the way from the top of the secondary, Tony Medrano, and stopping Zapata for a 2-yard loss there. And now it's going to bring up a 2nd and long here.
Lost a couple of yards on the play. Looking to pass, fires the ball on the left side, caught at about the 45-yard line. Big play. Wow, way to stay in the pocket and fire the ball. Big play and a good gain. Close to a first down, probably about 3-4 yards away.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there from Banda to his wide receiver Pulido, who's been very active tonight. And right there, it's a nice timing route on the comeback route and just short of the first down. But puts them in a better position here on 3rd down.
Yeah, this is more doable. This is 3rd and 3. Ball at the 44-yard line. Here comes Pace trying to answer back. They trail 14-21. Here's a snap. Rolling out, looking to the right side. Fires the ball. Pass caught. Breaks a tackle across the 50. Trying to go forward. He has the first down and a beautiful catch. That is Juan Jimenez, the senior wide receiver. Great play.
Yeah, great throw there by Jose Banda. As we see the replay here, he zips it in there and gets his man on the 5 and out, and he does a good job of breaking in the tackle and getting some extra yardage there. And that was Juan Jimenez there with the big play, the wide receiver, and nice catch.
Shook off a couple of defenders and got a big first down all the way to Charger territory to about the 46-yard line. Quickly to the line, spread formation for the Vikings. Here's a snap. Quarterback draw going up the middle. Diving forward across the 40 to about the 33, 34-yard line. That's the quarterback, Jose Banda, on the quarterback draw.
Yeah, the quarterback draw working very well there for Brownsville Pace. And initially it looked like the defensive end was going to crash in there. But good job of picking up the blocking there for Brownsville Pace.
Picked up about 80 yards on the play. There's some men down on that side of the field. We'll stop here and wait. Let the medical staff go. Want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for listening. Want to remind you we have our first basketball broadcast coming up on Tuesday. It's a girls' game. Harlingen will be at Edinburgh. First basketball game of the year. RealSportsLive.com bringing the action. That will be the Harlingen Lady Cardinals up in Edinburgh against the Lady Bobcats. Then next Thursday, next week, we'll broadcast the tournament over at Palm View. There's a big tournament over in Palm View. Over 30 games we're going to be bringing you here at RealSportsLive.com. Once again, basketball getting started with a big game on Tuesday. Girls get us started. The Harlingen Lady Cardinals against the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats. And then the following Thursday, big tournament at Palm View. Here we go. Quickly to the line on a 2nd and 2 for the Pace Viking. Here's a snag. Fakes the handle. Keeps it. Going forward. Quarterback keeper to the right side. Trying to get side. Pushing forward to about the 31-yard line. Jose Banda on a beautiful run. That's a big first down. They're going to move the chains.
Yeah, and when we're talking about Jose Banda, we're talking about the yards after contact. And, he's a sophomore, but he's got a nice frame on him. And as you see the replay here, breaking about 3 tackles there. He's a hard man to bring down. And the quarterback doing a good job of getting his team that first down there.
Once again, we got your radio version call here. You get the audio video after the game. 1 hour as per UIL rules. We cannot bring you audio and video on a Friday night. We can do it on Thursday and Saturday, but not on Friday. This one's going down the wire. Pace with the ball. They trail 14-21. Spread formation. Here's a snap. Quarterback Banda looking to pass. Puts it away. Cuts over the middle. Trying to go across. Hits tackle. Dragging defenders to about the 27-yard line. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. That's just effort.
Yeah, just effort. And it's a testament to the young man's character right there. Just lowering the shoulder and plowing a defender to the ground and getting some extra yardage there. And, that was a pass play, but the coverage was strong there. And then the pressure was in his face. And he does a good job of evading some defenders there and just pushing upfield.
Yeah, and that's good. Not trying to force a pass at this time of the game. If you force a pass, could be intercepted. So good read. Here we go. Shotgun formation. There's a movement in the backfield. Here come the flags. Boy, oh boy, they will kill your drive every time. Here's a call. Some movement in the backfield. I think the running back and the quarterback were moving at the same time. So.
Yeah, and Brownsville veterans, they're deploying their, a shift there, and it's the equivalent of a hard count on the offensive end. It just catches this offensive line, and the running back seem to kind of flinch there. It throws you off, and kind of messes up with your count there.
2nd and 12. Clock continues to run. 3:56 left in the ball game. Vikings 14, Chargers 21. Vikings with the ball at the Chargers 32-yard line, looking to pass. Fires the ball over the middle of the field. Intercepted. Throws it right in the middle. Intercepted. Going to the right side. Still going across midfield. Breaks it to the open side. He's tackled out of bounds at the Pace Viking way at the 34-yard line. And that was what we were just talking about, that throwing the ball. And that time he never saw the center fielder, the safety standing right in the middle of the field. He had a man going across the field from the left side on a post pattern, and there was a safety standing right in the mid playing center field, and he's intercepted. It's taken all the way back.
Yeah, and watching the replay there, a big credit to number 50, Axel Alvarado there. The initial pressure in the face of Jose Banda and forcing the errant throw there. And as you said, the center fielder there, which is the free safety, Tony Medrano, reading it like a ball hawk and intercepting it, and with a huge return there for Brownsville veterans.
1st and 10 for the Chargers, all the way down at the Pace 34-yard line. 1st and 10, clock 3:37 left in the ball game. Chargers 21, Pace 14. Here's a handoff straight up the middle to the freshman running back. Short gain on the play, maybe a couple of yards.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for Brownsville Pace. You know, they had the momentum. They were driving down the field, but a huge play there for the Brownsville veterans defense. And, you know, with this up-tempo offense, it's just action-packed. It's hard to get a breather here, Mario.
Well, 2 times before halftime and right now, we saw Pace kind of get out of character on what they want to do. I know passing is not their strong suit, and they try to go to the passing, maybe surprise the defense, get them off, you know, catch them by surprise, but that time didn't work. You know, it's almost like pound it and take it in, but nevertheless, it was intercepted. First, 2nd down, 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. Handoff, quarterback keeper out the middle. Leon Longoria going up the middle on the zone read play. Picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, and a nice gain of 4 yards, as you said, there for Leon Longoria. And if you're Veterans Memorial Chargers, you want to try to just keep running the ball here, run the rock, and just keep this clock ticking. And for Brownsville Pace, you're needing to come up with a big stop here. And it's a big ask for this defense as they are already in their own territory.
No question about it. Ball spotted at about the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up a third and about 4. For the Chargers. Pace needing a big stop right here. Pace a visiting team here tonight. Chargers is the home team. Big crowd into the game. Beautiful turnout and a beautiful night here in Brownsville. Shotgun formation rolling out to the left side is Longoria. Fires the ball. Ball caught at about the 20-yard line and a big 1st and 10. That's Elijah Meston, the receiver, catching the ball. Good pitch and catch. Not a whole lot, Eric, that the defender can do. He was right there. It's just the ball was placed perfectly.
Yeah, as you said, Mario, great defensive effort there from the linebacker. But Elijah Maston showing the hand strength there. It was a zipped in there, but a nice catch there after running a 5 and out. And great play call there from the offense to move the chains there on a big 3rd down late in the game.
I believe they run it the rest of the way here. Pace does have a couple of timeouts, but I believe it's going to be a run the rest of the way. Shotgun formation for the Chargers. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper out the middle. Here trying to break, diving across the 10-yard line. Liam Longoria, the ball carrier. Yeah, I don't think he's going to let any exchange of the handoffs or anything like that. I think right now just work the clock. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the ball game. Chargers 21, Pace Vikings 14. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the ball game. Pace is going to take a timeout and talk about it. Stop the clock. And again, it's been a good, well-played game here tonight at a beautiful night here in Brownsville, Texas. Once again, we want to thank the Brownsville Independent School District area for all the attention that they've given to us, all their courtesies, and all their cooperation.
Yeah, also like to thank the athletic director, Gilbert Leal, and the BISD-ITV production team who's helping us out with the cameras tonight, and the audio-visual team from the students from audio-visual team from Veterans Memorial who are doing an excellent job tonight. And, everyone's here doing their part and supporting these young student athletes.
Certainly want to welcome and send a shout-out to the proud parent here tonight. My son came in today and surprised us. He's over playing. He's a freshman basketball player at Shriner University. My son Aaron Medrano coming into town tonight as a surprise. He's got his first game of the year. He's the only player from San Benito of the last year's class playing college ball. So certainly want to send them a shout out. Love you, mijo. Welcome home. Here we go. 2nd and 1 for the Chargers, trying to put this game away. Quarterback keeper out the middle, big gap, trying to get to the take it at the outside tackle at about the 2-3 yard line. A big play at a 1st down. That should do it. That's going to put a 1st and goal at about the 3 yard line. So 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the ball game.
Yeah, and as we see the replay here, it's so much of the same. It's just a quarterback keeper, and as you said, no point in risking a handoff there. Just keep the ball on the hands of Liam Longoria. And Hector Salazar does a good job of an open field tackle there, but with the time clicking, it just seems like it's in vain here.
Here we go. quickly to the line on 47 seconds left on the game. Ball at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line for the Chargers. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Liam Longoria. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. No signal. Clock continues to run. 32 seconds left in the ball game. Will they punch it in or just victory formation and call it a day? Here we go. They're going to call it a day. 21 seconds. That's going to be the last play of the game. You know, cross inner city rivalry, and that's courtesy right there. That's class, not punching the ball in. Could have punched it in, decided not to, so that's going to do a great game, Eric.
Yeah, I have to tell you, Mario, tip our hats off to these two teams.
2 seconds. 1, and this one belongs to the Chargers from Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. The Chargers 21, Pace Vikings 14 on a well-played game and a beautiful turnout and a beautiful crowd. Great environment here in Brownsville, Eric. Everything we expected here tonight. A beautiful game and great ball game.
Yeah, and then, as you said, everything we expected in a fight for second place, and both teams played their hearts out. And as I said, you got to tip our hats off to both coaching staffs and these young student athletes who laid everything out on the field tonight. And it was a treat to be able to cover this game tonight, Mario.
Both teams are going to go to 6-2 in district play. Of course, head-on competition. Charge will be, they get sole possession of second place in District 16 5A Division 1. Mission Veterans undefeated 7-0. So now we have Pace at 6-2. We got Brownsville Veterans at 6-2 as well. So the picture is getting cleared up pretty quickly across the Rio Grande Valley, both in all the districts, where it's time to separate the contenders from the pretenders. And so for next week for Pace, they will be at home against Rio Grande City. The Rattlers come to town for Vikings, the last game of the year. And also for Brownsville Veterans, for the Chargers, that will be at La Jolla Palmview against the Lobos, last game of the year.
Yeah, and if you're Brownsville Pace, you need to take care of business in that last game to solidify that third and fourth spot. And for Brownsville Veterans, the same thing. La Jolla Palmview is a contender for the playoffs, so they need to take care of business. So both teams are going to need to finish off on a good note next week.
That's going to do it for us. RealSportsLive.com. Mario Medrano. We'll get the audio and the video going together an hour after the ball game. Certainly appreciate you. Send us, let us know you're out there on RealSportsLive.com.
Yeah, join us on RealSportsLive.com. There's lots of content there. Let us know where you're watching the game from, and send some shout-outs to these teams, and also for us on Real Sports Live. You can join us on YouTube, like and subscribe our page, and also on Twitter at the handle Real Sports Live.
That's going to do it. Once again, the final score from Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. The Chargers 21, Pace 14. For Eric Medrano, this is Mario Medrano saying so long, everybody. We'll see you next time. God bless you.
Fans, it's Joe Bowling here with Real Sports Live. Want to make sure you catch all the games right here on Real Sports, and we're broadcasting on several platforms, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Roku Television, on Apple TV, and on the website, realsportslive.com. It's all the sporting action you can ever want, and it's right here on Real Sports. Snap. Rolls right-hand side, got a man wide open. It's caught. 15. How about this? 10-5 on fourth down. Touchdown, Greyhound.
Brilliant call.
We are Mac. We are Mac.
Exotic Tropical Pet World has an amazing selection of pets, toys, and accessories. Mackay Bulldog and fans of any team should go see them at 1716 West Hackberry in McAllen. Valley TV's public broadcast platform is TV that works for you. Every hour, thousands see your message Valley-wide. Our viewers enjoy entertaining and educational content along with upcoming events 24 hours a day. Your favorite places are what makes